Hello there, everybody. Thank you so much for stopping by to hang out. It is Wednesday, February the 21st at 12:23 Mountain Time. Here in the United States, we are going to be giving messages for each sign for the 22nd of February. Then we'll do 5 minutes of Reiki. And then after that will be free for all questions or card of the day. So let's start out with Aries. Aries, what I'm hearing for you guys on the 22nd is that music is going to be important or going to be a focus for you. So I don't know if you're planning wedding music, music for some other ceremony, if music becomes an important topic of conversation, if you have band practice, but I feel like music is going to be important for you on the 22nd, Aries. Dion Van Eck, hey, hey, glad to see you, my dear. Namaste. Been a while since I've seen you in the room. Gladys Bercy, good morning, good morning. Glad to see you here, my dear. Taurus, let's take a peek at you guys. Taurus, I feel like for a lot of you, you have some kind of reason why you're going to get a checkup at the doctor's, something that you're having looked into. I don't feel like this is anything that's serious. It's just something that's worth taking a look at. For some of you, it may not be you that's actually going into a doctor's checkup on the 22nd, but it may be someone that you care about, a significant other, a child parent, something like that. But there's something about a doctor's checkup that I think turns out to be a part of your day that takes your attention, Taurus. Striving. Hello, hello, hello. Glad to see you, my dear. Hey, 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 Sand. Welcome, welcome. Tammy Bambi. Hey, hey, hey. Everything is fantastic. I was here yesterday. I just had a busy 3 days before, so now we're getting back into the swing of things. And I hope that you are well as well. Gemini, Gemini. Gemini on the 22nd, I feel like you guys are going to be live wires. You have lots of energy and you have some real clear ideas about things that you want to get accomplished or that you at least you want to make progress on. If you don't know exactly what the goal is, you at least want to make progress on these things on the 22nd, Gemini. So lots of energy and really good idea about where you want to focus that energy, Geminis. Good for you. Everybody who is here, if you have not already, you know what I'm going to say. Please share. The more, the merrier. Hello there, Gemma. Glad to see you back, my dear. Anna Lopez. Hey, hey, hey. Glad to see you, my dear. I'm fantastic. How are you? Glad to hear that, Ms. Tammy Bambi. Cancer. Cancer, I feel like on the 27th, or excuse me, the 22nd, you're really strategizing and making plans. I think those plans have to do with something coming up on the 27th for you, Cancers, because that's the first date that almost came out of my mouth, even though I know that wasn't right. So strategizing or making plans, this feels like this could have many layers to it or many sets of details to it that you're working on, Cancer. So if you're planning some kind of event, if there's something coming up that you need to be ready for, maybe you're going on a vacation, I don't know, but making strategy and plans around that. Lanice Jones, hello, hello. Glad to see you in the room, my dear. Melissa Reeve, hello, hello to the UK. Leo, glad you're here. Leo, Leo, Leo. Leo, I think you're going to be. This is an odd message. I think you're going to be testing the strength of either something or of some person or your relationship with a person. But there's something to do with testing here, Leo. For more of you than the others, I think for more of you, it's going to be about testing a thing and testing its durability or its sturdiness is what is really coming into me. And for others of you, you're going to be testing the durability or the sturdiness of a person in your life to be able to deal with you and your your stuff, whatever your stuff may be, or you're going to be testing a relationship to see if the relationship can hold up to you, Leo. I said it was a different message. It was strange. So I think maybe there's somebody in your life that's saying, yeah, I'll be your friend no matter what. You're going, really? You know, you haven't seen my darker side yet. How about we just bring that out of the closet and see how long you stick around or if you grab your running shoes? But like I said, for others of you, it is just testing the durability and the sturdiness of something, maybe even something that you guys have handcrafted. La da da. Let's look at Virgo. Leo's was interesting. Let's look at Virgo, though. Virgos, I feel like you have some kind of security issue that keeps coming up, like round and round and round we go. What's being brought to my mind, and it's just an example, it doesn't mean that's going on in your life, obviously, because it's pretty specific. But I used to work in a department store, and so security was always an issue. And the area that I worked in was basically like within, I don't know, 30 nice paces of being out of the department store and into a mall, because the department store is a part of a mall. And so you'd be out of the department store into the mall, just wandering about 30 feet from my department. And the things that were in my department were kind of expensive. You know, it was clothing and it was, mm, you know, not anything like super wealthy, but also not something you would buy at Walmart either. And so we had continuous issues with people taking clothes and then just hightailing it straight for the mall, thinking that they couldn't be caught or brought back in. So we had security issues. So we had people on camera that we knew every time they came in the store, they were coming in to hit it and then to run. And so we had people who would keep an eye on the camera, people who would watch the camera, be in communication with people who were on the floor. And it was an ongoing security issue. It was something that, you know, there were people taking care of that every single day. So Virgos, when I see that you have like an ongoing security issue, it doesn't have to be something that is exactly like that, but this can be that, you know, maybe you live in a neighborhood where it's not wise to leave the door unlocked, and yet your kids are going in and out and leaving the door unlocked all the time. And it seems like you're turning blue in the face trying to tell them, hey, lock the door when you come in, or lock the door when you leave, or whatever it might be. But some kind of ongoing security issue is rising its head again, Virgos, on the 22nd. That's what I can tell you. La da da da, Libra. Libra. Libra, on the 22nd, I feel like you may find yourself in a position where people are taking videos or taking pictures. This could be because you're doing something that's unusual or unique. This could be because you're around people that you haven't been around for a long time. There's a lot of ways that that can actually manifest. But I think it's good to just realize that you want to be, number one, on your best behavior, and number two, you know, you want to be wearing clothes or have your makeup or whatever in a way so that if you do see videos or pictures of the 22nd later on, you don't go, oh my God, why did I go out of the house looking like that? All right, so that's what we've got for Libra. Scorpio. Scorpio for the 22nd. Scorpio, for us, we're going to be doing that dance of trying to find our balance. This can include financially. I feel like the stronger energy in here has to do with balancing where we're spending our energy. You know, family, friends, work, bringing all that into a good balance that actually works for us. That's what we're going to be focused on the 22nd. Anna Lopez, what sign are you? Are you talking about Libra? I hate how there's so much delay from whenever I say something to whenever you guys can get a message back to me. Sagittarius. Sagittarius. I kind of don't want to go on to the next one, otherwise I'm going to forget what Libra and Scorpio were, because I know me. Until I hear back from Anna. Oh, you're answering how you are. Hello. Well, you know, you could still be feeling the effects of that last little eclipse, actually. Sagittarius. What do I have coming in for you guys? I'm hearing shine up your chrome. Hello there, Lorraine. Glad to see you, honey. I am fantastic. So Sagittarius, shine up your chrome. I think this has to do with making your home beautiful, making your vehicles beautiful, whether they're motorcycles, whether they're cars, whether they're bicycles, whatever it is. This has to do with making things look good. Shine up your chrome. For some of you, the reason that you're hearing this is because you're not feeling so great about yourself. And part of the reason you're not feeling so great about yourself is that your surroundings don't look so hot. And sometimes when we're in surroundings that don't look so hot, then we start going, I don't really want to be here. Really don't have the energy to clean this up, but I don't want to be here, type of thing. Okay. Speaking of surroundings that don't look so hot, I should declutter my surroundings, actually. But let's get on with the rest of Sagittarius's message. And for others of you, I feel like you may have a surprise visitor coming in that you're going to want things to look as good as they can for that surprise visitor, Sagittarius. Pretty cool. Thank you. Those of you who are here, if you have not already, please share. Those of you who have shared already, thank you very much. 3 more signs, and then we're doing Reiki. Reiki, Reiki. Capricorn. Capricorn. I have a little rock that wants to give you a message. This is what it looks like. I have no idea what it really is because I picked it up out on a trail when I was hiking once. You can't see it too good in this light. There you go. It's more in the camera now. So like I said, I have no idea what it really is exactly. I picked it up a long time ago. And actually, I picked it up right before I started feeling sick, and it had told me that it was to help me feel better. And so I held on to this thing. I had the flu really bad, like the next day. And I held on to this thing the whole time. And I will tell you, I swear this thing gave me ideas of things to do to take care of myself. So anyway, that's the story about this rock. But Capricorn, this rock wants to talk to you. Hello there, Crate87, Claire Richards. Hello. La da da, la da. Capricorn, Capricorn, Capricorn. It's time for you to start utilizing your creativity, Capricorn. You're trying to stay grounded and in touch with reality, and that's all well and good. You're an earth sign, that's okay. But the stone is really saying you have so much creativity too that you have not really allowed yourself to unleash. You've been putting restrictions on yourself. Maybe you feel like you don't have time, or, you know, it's not going to be worth anything. It's not going to bring in any money, whatever. It's very healing to be able to release your own creativity, and it's time for you to do that, Capricorn. You're a Sag, and you've been cleaning everything you come across. That's funny. You're still in here and listening, and you're straightening up. I know you're a Pisces Aquarius, so I don't know how Sagittarius played it on that. Looking for places to move, that sounds exciting. Aquarius. Aquarius, my little rocks want to talk today. My little rose quartz wants to talk to Aquarius. All of my rocks are special for one reason or another. This one, Me and a good friend actually bought a piece that was like maybe twice this big, and then we smashed it in half, and each one of us has a half. But let's see, rose quartz for Aquarius. Aquarius, what I'm getting is that you're feeling really restless, especially when it comes to relationships and love. And you're feeling really restless. I don't know if you can see this. There's an imperfection in the stone. Let me get it right up to the camera. Can you see that little black spot there? Right by my second finger. See how tiny that little imperfection is? So compared to the stone is beautiful, but there's this one black spot. There's a black spot on the sun today. Okay? So I feel like you're getting really restless about love, and it's because you're focusing on the black spot on the relationship, or you're focusing on, the imperfection. You're focusing on the negative part of the relationship, and it's making you really restless and wanting to bounce. I would encourage you to step back, get some perspective, see how important that black spot really is overall before you decide to bounce, Aquarius. That's what the stone is bringing to me. You've been piddling around all day, right? I hear about getting serious. I'm not moving. Always talking to vegan, honey. There's Ricky. I'm not saying don't bounce. I'm saying get some perspective before you make your mind up. I would never tell you what to do or not to do. Now let's take a peek at Pisces. Pisces. On the 22nd, you guys are feeling very competitive. Whoops. What did I do? I accidentally hit the chat. I was going to type to. Now I can't even see the chat. Oops. Maybe if I refresh it. Okay, that's better. Gotta watch me. Okay, so striving is what I want to say something to. Your screen is frozen. I am fantastic, Ricky. Thank you. You'll be rose quartz. There we go. Oh, kids and baths. Okay, gotcha. Hello there, Romy. Welcome, welcome. Yeah, rose quartz is really pretty. I hear you, vegan. Totally hear you. I live in Colorado, and it's been crazy here ever since they let all the pot smokers come in legally. Pisces. Let's take a peek at you guys. Pisces. Did I just do Pisces? Maybe I did. If I did, you're getting two. You're getting two. I don't think I did. Pisces, what do I have for you guys? Pisces, I feel like you guys have some streams of emotion coming in. Like, you can be feeling one way at one point in time as far as emotionally, and then maybe a couple hours later, you're starting to feel something else completely different emotionally. So I'm hearing that there are some things going on that are influencing how you feel emotionally. It's important to remember, Pisces, that your happiness is your choice no matter what's going on. You can always find a silver lining if you choose to do so. And the more that we can allow ourselves to be happy, the more happiness we allow into our lives. So good luck with the emotional whiplash is the word that I'm hearing. All right. So that's for Pisces. Pisces is my moon sign, by the way. So, yippee. All right. Let's see. That's everybody. Let's go ahead and do Reiki now. I'm going to set the intention for the Reiki so that it will be going out to support you guys in whatever way will benefit each of you the most as individuals. Those of you who are watching later, you can receive the Reiki just as easily as those who are here now. All you have to do is set the intention to do so because the Reiki is not limited by time or space. If you would like to adjust the intention for something more specific than what I've set it for, feel free to do that. Perfectly allowable. Let me just get started. You'll choose happiness, be damned. That doesn't sound ironic at all. So we started Reiki at 44 after the hour, so we're going to complete it at 49 after the hour. Rena, Sada, hey, hey, glad to see you here, my dear. You're just in time for Reiki. We just got it going. There's like 4 more minutes going on. This is a good time. If anybody has questions about Reiki, this is the time to ask that. If you're noticing sensations in your body or if you're noticing things going on emotionally with you as I'm sending out the Reiki, you can pop that in the chat if you would like me to answer whatever questions I can about that. The question is, when you're throwing the baloney right back at them, is that making you happy? Sometimes I find happiness is more easily found out in the woods. You're quite welcome, Romy. Disengage. Oh, you feel like being a little beep. That's fine. You do that wherever you want to do that. I'm going to go over here and be by myself for a while. See you later. Let me know when you settle down. Yep. When somebody's acting like that, there's no point in engaging. You know, you only engage with people that it actually might be effective to talk to them. And only as long as you can talk to them in a sane and rational manner, not a triggered manner either. Because then, you know, what I've found is if when I'm triggered, then the arguments go nowhere even faster. Oh, very cool, Rina Sada. Yeah, Reiki is pretty powerful. Very powerful. We've got 2 more minutes of Reiki to go. Rena, if you have never had a Reiki session, just like a private Reiki session, because what we're doing here is a little bit more unusual, then you should contact me. I give the first Reiki session that you get with me is absolutely free. For most people don't live anywhere around me. I live in the Golden, Colorado area. So if you live around me, you can come get that in person. If you don't, though, then what we do is we communicate over the telephone or over Skype. But the Reiki energy can still come to you just as easily, obviously, if it can come to you in a video. If I send it to just you and you only, it's still going to come to you. It's a pretty incredible experience to have a Reiki session where you have an hour of Reiki energy flowing to you and only you. And if anybody here would like to schedule that first free Reiki session with me, feel free to check out my website. I'm at www.amista.info. You'll find all my contact information there. Just get a hold of me and we'll schedule that. You'll also find all my information about the different readings that I offer there. If you're in the local area, I do house clearings. If you're having problems with entities in your house, something like that. If you're in the local area, also, I do psychic parties. All of that stuff is on my webpage. There you go, striving, non-acknowledgement. Focus on the positive, focus on the positive, focus on the positive. Okay, that is our Reiki time. Now it's time for free-for-all questions, or if you want a card of the day, you can have a card of the day, one or the other. So if you have a question, go ahead and pop it up in there. If you want a card of the day, just pop in COD. Please do not send duplicate messages. You guys are going to swamp me already, so I'm going to try to handle everyone I can before my alarm goes off and I have to get out of here. So if I have to handle duplicate messages, that just takes up more time, so please don't do that. Also important to note, too, that because you're coming up in a certain location in the chat on your side does not necessarily mean that you're in the same location in the chat from what I'm seeing from my computer. So I'm taking everybody in order of how you guys show up in the chat on my computer. Okay, so trying to be as fair as I possibly can here. Okay, so we're starting with Lenice Jones wants a COD. Melissa Reeve, I cannot clear out 2 teenage girls for you. That's your deal. If you want to clear them out of your house, you're going to have to start charging them rent or something. Have a feeling you would rather not clear them, though. Lenice, COD. For you, my dear. You got the 5 of Cups. This tells me that you're feeling a little disappointed. Now, a card of the day is something that's going to have happened either within the past 24 hours or it will happen within the next 24 hours. It's also something that Sacred Spirit would like you to be more aware of than if the card had not showed up. So this just talks about that there's something that you're feeling really disappointed about right now, and either it's happened within the past 24 hours or it will within the next 24 hours. Advice here is don't focus on the disappointment. Don't hold on to that. Don't hold on to that anger, that revenge, that hurt. Don't hold on to that. It only hurts you. It doesn't hurt the other person. Okay? That's the advice there. Recognize it and release it. That's the best thing to do with negative energy. Gemini Croft Baker, COD. Kind of like catch and release, recognize and release. Oh, I'm feeling sad. Let me release that energy to the universe. Gemma, 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 Gemma. Ugh. You got the Stag in reverse, honey. I feel like your self-esteem is not doing the best that it could be right now. You're getting down on yourself. I'm also hearing, Ms. Gemma, part of the reason you're getting down on yourself is because somebody else is telling you that you've made a mistake, or you're not this, or you're not that, whatever they're saying. It's time for you to step back and take a look at things objectively and see how much you really influence the situation that they're upset about anyway. And look at really who's the bigger influence. You or this person that's trying to blame you. Like, not really trying to point any fingers, but at the same time, also letting yourself off the hook for something that really isn't your deal anyway. Okay, so that's for Gemma. Ricky Jorgensen needs a COD today. Ricky, you know, I was just shuffling this other deck, but I think I want to move over to Lenormand for you. Lenormand really like you. Lenormand like to talk to Ricky. La da 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 da. Lenormand for Ricky, you've got the cranes. I shouldn't say the cranes. I should say, what are these, storks? That's the stork. And, oh, you've got a crossroads. Kind of doesn't look like a crossroads in this deck, but that's the name of the card. So, if your house card is a stork, that's talking about some kind of upgrade or change. And when you've got the crossroad, this is talking about that you're making some kind of decision. I think you're making some kind of decision around an upgrade or a change in your life, Ms. Ricky. Hope that makes sense for you. Lorraine Southwick wants a COD. COD for Lorraine Southwick. Lorraine, you got the sorceress. You're working your magic today. You're getting some things accomplished. What I'm feeling like is the magic that you're working has to do with how people are perceiving things around you. You're like helping them to look at things in a more enlightened way and a more helpful way, I'm hearing as well. Cray 87, COD. COD, Cray 87, somebody you're interacting with within the past 24 hours or the next 24 hours is a King of Pentacles type person. This one is somebody who is solid, very well grounded, has plenty, likes to share it. This person may be taking you out for a meal or giving you some good advice, but they're sharing the good that they have with you because they want to. All right, so that's the King of Pentacles for Cray 87. Striving is up next. Question. Does the so-called client relationship between him and the other one, is it more than a client relationship? Client relationship or more than client relationship? Is this actually just a client relationship? That's Striving is asking about. Mostly it is a client relationship. There might be a little bit of, there might be a little bit of lightness going on with this relationship as well. Like it may be a little bit of a more, a nicer client relationship that you can have. So like I have client relationships where there are some people that they call me, they want a reading, then they want off the phone, they don't want to chit chat, they don't want to talk, they just want to go. That doesn't happen too often with me. So it's hard for me to say, is this just a client relationship or is this more? Because there's so many different variations of more. You know, I have usually a client will want to share some information with me after the reading. Some of my clients, you know, we catch up with each other after they have a reading or a Reiki session or whatever. So, you know, I feel like there's a little bit more to this than just client vendor type stuff, but I also have it as being a pretty innocuous more to this. I don't see it as being, you know, anything that's headed in any type of romantic direction or anything like that. There may be some flirting going on, but I don't really see anything beyond that. So that's for Striving. Tammy Bambe. Tammy, I think we're going to switch over to Lenormand for you. Wants a COD. You're quite welcome, Lenice. Yes, Reiki is definitely helpful for sensitive people. Okay, Tamabamba. Okay, so honey, your house card is the Messenger. And your cover card is the Tower. Okay, so Tammy, this is telling me that you're getting some kind of message, or you did within the past 24 hours, some kind of message from either some kind of big company or from a government institution. This could be like if you're looking for a job, this could be a job offer coming in from a company. This could also be some kind of legal paperwork or documentation coming in from the government as well, just as easily. So something coming in from either a big company or from a government entity. Let's put it that way. All right, so that was Tamabamba. A sand needs a COD. Okay, you have cards falling all over us, Sand. Wasn't that long ago you got a reading from me. You might need another one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, that tells me you need another reading, us, Sand. Actually, that's my signal from Sacred Spirit. If 5 cards fall for a person, that spirit let me know they need a reading. So, you know, if you want to get a reading with me, I would certainly be happy to give you one. The card that came up out of the 5 that fell, one only came up with the face side up. So I'm going with that one for what I want to show you right now, Sand. And so what you got was the 10 of Cups. 10 of Cups tells me that you're feeling like you're pretty emotionally fulfilled. You're feeling happy with things that are going on in your life, especially one particular thing. And also 10s are beginnings of new things, ending of old things, beginning of new things. So whatever this is that you're feeling emotionally fulfilled about, I think you're taking it to the next level. Whether that's a project at work that makes you feel emotionally fulfilled, you could be expanding that or extending that, or whether this is something that's going on in your family life that you're doing more of, or you're finding, this could be, I feel really emotionally fulfilled as a mama, and now I'm having a new baby. That's what a 10 of Cups could be if that's what's making you feel emotionally fulfilled. And that's just an example. That's not saying that that's necessarily happening to you, Sand. But anyway, something that makes you feel emotionally fulfilled that you're taking to the next level, my dear. Hope that makes sense for you. And Lopez would also like a COD. Gosh, I really need to replace this deck. It's bad when you pick it up and you can just feel the cardboard in your hands and you can feel it just like so much softer than the rest of them. Let's see. Anna Lopez. It's my favorite deck, though. Well, I don't have a favorite. Anyway, it's hard to turn loose of it. This is almost the deck that I learned tarot on. The one that I actually learned tarot on, I had to retire after 3 years because it was in such bad shape. And this one is actually in even worse shape. Okay, so this is for Anna Lopez. Anna, what you have is the world. The world at your feet, Miss Anna. I'm hearing that you have some choices to make. You have some really good options in front of you. So you have some choices to make. You really can't make a bad choice. Whatever choice that you choose, whichever way you go, it's not going to lead to the same thing, but either way, it's going to lead to some kind of dream being fulfilled that you've had in your life for a while. Okay, so that was for Anna, and that was the alarm. So we're done with CODs or questions. Just going to take a peek and see what else y'all have said to me while we're here. Melissa Reeve, hit me up tomorrow, or else, a question like that, should you get back with somebody, that's a nice one question reading. What I would probably look at if you wanted to get a one question reading, or if you wanted to get a live reading, I would look at what happens if you get back together with this person. What happens if you don't get back together with this person? And that helps you to make a more informed decision about whether you really should or not, whether it's going to be worth your while to get back together with them. And that can be asked in a one question recorded reading, or that can be asked in a live reading, and then we can look at some other stuff as well. So to find out how to get readings with me, just check out my website, www.amista.info, amista.info. Of course, the other thing you can do is hang around tomorrow and see if you can catch me then, and maybe I can answer it for you then. Roll me back. Once again, that's another good question, and one that I would be able to answer for you in a one question recorded reading easily. Hey, babykins, I don't have love cards, honey. No, I'm not going to give you a COD for your birthday. CODs are, they're cards of the day, and cards of the day are for something that has happened already, usually within the past 24 hours, or that will happen within the next 24 hours. There's something that Spirit wants you to be more aware of than what you would have been otherwise. And they're always for your highest and best interest. Now, if you come back tomorrow and remind me it's your birthday, because I doubt if I remember, then what I'll do is I'll do a special little spread for you during the video. I figured that was who you were talking about, striving. By turning into a chimney sweep. Lorraine, the card that came up for you, turning things into magic, that shouldn't be you getting up into the chimney. That should be somebody else coming to help you with the chimney. That's what I would take it as. Electrician is coming over tomorrow to fix broken light switches. Oh, very cool, Ricky. Yay, yay. Donovan X. Sorry, honey. Okay. You're quite welcome, striving. Hello, Bonnie Snow, Rosina Aquino. Hello, hello. You need a song from me. We didn't do a lot of songs today, did we? You want me to sing an exit song? Really, I only sing songs when Spirit gives them to me. You really don't want me to sing just on my own because I cannot carry a tune in a bucket. Hello there, Avneet. You got it, Rena. Awesome. Yeah, I'm just packing it in, just making sure I don't miss any feedback or anything like that, anything important. So thank you so much, everybody, for stopping by, for hanging out, liking, sharing, subscribing, commenting. Please remember, if you'd like to schedule some Reiki or if you'd like to schedule a reading, you guys know how to do that. Just check out my website, www.amista.info. Use the contact information there to get a hold of me. Most of you already have my contact information. Just get a hold of me. And we'll get that scheduled for you as quickly as we can. Everybody have a fantastic day. Thanks again once again for all your support, and I'll see you guys the next time. Peace out.